What's up, guys? Let's talk about something that's been exploding across social media, Telegram groups, and yes, even my DMs. Millions of people are glued to their phones, and it's all because of one project, Pi Network. You've probably already heard of it from a friend, a family member, or maybe you've seen it trending online. The pitch is irresistible. It claims to be the first cryptocurrency you can mine directly on your phone. No expensive rigs. No sky-high electricity bills. Just a smartphone, a simple tap each day, and the promise of a future digital fortune. The idea is revolutionary. By removing the barriers of expensive mining equipment and massive energy use, Pi Network aims to democratize cryptocurrency. It's about accessibility, inclusivity, and financial empowerment. Over 55 million users, known as pioneers, now mine Pi daily with nothing more than their mobile devices. That scale alone is jaw-dropping. It's bigger than most crypto communities combined. The mission is clear. Bring crypto to the masses, not just the wealthy or the technically skilled. But here's where things get wild. The Pi community is buzzing with a rumor so bold it sounds like science fiction. Allegedly, major banks are preparing to adopt Pi, and the price being whispered is not $10, not $100, but a staggering $314,159 per coin. That's right. Over $300,000 for a single Pi token. The number isn't random either. It's a direct nod to the mathematical constant Pi, 3.14159, cleverly tying the currency's brand to its supposed valuation. For miners who've been tapping that green button for years, stockpiling hundreds or even thousands of Pi, this rumor feels like holding a winning lottery ticket. Overnight millionaires, or billionaires, could be made. But let's step back. As of September 15, 2025, the Pi core team has not officially confirmed any of these claims. There's no verified evidence that banks are adopting Pi or assigning such astronomical valuations. Screenshots and leaks circulating online remain unverified. So, is this dream built on solid ground, or is it just hype? To understand the scale of Pi's ambitions, we need to compare it to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the king of crypto, revolutionized finance but came with huge barriers, specialized mining rigs, massive energy use equivalent to entire countries, and an entry cost that excludes the average person. Pi Network flips this model completely. Using the Stellar Consensus Protocol, SCP, Pi mining is lightweight, eco-friendly, and accessible to anyone with a phone. You tap once a day to prove you're human, and that's it. The philosophy is radically different, crypto for everyone, not just the elite. So why $314,159? Beyond the clever branding, the Pi community has embraced it as a global consensus value, GCV. Pioneers use this symbolic price in peer-to-peer trades, bartering goods like phones, cars, and even real estate within the enclosed ecosystem. By doing so, they're attempting something unique in crypto, setting a value before market launch. Instead of letting exchanges decide through supply and demand, they're creating a grassroots economy around a shared belief in Pi's worth. It's part meme, part marketing, and part social experiment. But here's the reality check. If Pi were valued at $314,159 with a total supply of 100 billion coins, the market cap would be a mind-bending $31 quadrillion. To put that in context, the entire global GDP is around $100 trillion, and all the gold mined in human history is worth about $13 trillion. So, by sheer math, Pi would be worth more than the entire world's wealth combined. A number that even the most optimistic crypto enthusiasts struggle to justify. Skeptics argue that once Pi launches on open exchanges, the supply flood will crush the price. Many miners, dreaming for years of a cash-out moment, would rush to sell. That wave of sell pressure could send Pi tumbling to far more modest levels, $10, $1, or even less. Financial analysts outright dismiss the GCV price tag as fantasy. No asset in history has ever commanded such a valuation, and Pi is unlikely to be the first. Still, others point to Pi's unique strength, its massive community of 55 million users. Network effects are powerful. If even a fraction of these users start using Pi for real-world transactions, groceries, rent, services, the token could carve out significant utility. The deciding factor won't be hype or memes, but real adoption through apps, services, and businesses willing to accept Pi. This is why the core team insists on two prerequisites before launching an open mainnet: KYC verification, ensuring real users, not bots, to maintain integrity. A robust ecosystem, developers building apps, marketplaces, and utilities that actually use Pi as currency. This is crucial. Without real-world use cases, Pi risks being a bubble inflated by belief alone. With them, it has a shot at becoming a usable global currency, even if the price settles far below $314,159. The stakes are emotional as well as financial. For many pioneers, Pi represents hope, the chance to pay off debts, support family, start businesses, or achieve financial freedom. The dream of a simple tap leading to life-changing wealth has kept the community growing and engaged. But the flip side is dangerous. If reality falls short of the dream, disappointment could be devastating. So where does that leave us? On one hand, Pi Network could represent one of the greatest wealth transfers in history if it even achieves a fraction of the GCV valuation. On the other hand, it could launch at modest levels, leaving millions of hopefuls frustrated. The truth is that Pi's value will ultimately depend on utility, adoption, and ecosystem growth, not on rumors, screenshots, or symbolic numbers. Here's the takeaway. Hope for the best, prepare for a realistic outcome. If Pi succeeds, it will be because its 55 million strong community built something with genuine value. If it fails, it will serve as another cautionary tale in the history of crypto hype cycles.